farmer and generate a larger profit for the company as one way of resolving such a conflict. So at one level, that also has a limitation to say that, okay, there is a consumer price and there is a certain level of cost structure, and you reduce inefficiency, and that's what you are transferring to farmers. And I talked about the per capita GDP of farmer, and therefore is one of the vulnerable sections. To expand it further was another phase of e-Choupal, where it's not only a transaction cost issue, but because in the traditional marketing system, the produce of one farmer and that of another farmer and a third farmer is getting commingled and is becoming an average quality, and the variety of an individual farmer is not preserved in its identity till it reaches the consumer and serves a consumer demand. Since that was not happening, the willingness of a consumer to pay a price is also limited. There are consumers today who can afford and are demanding variety, quality, food safety, convenience in buying and consuming food, and therefore raise value that is being delivered to a consumer, get a higher price, and transfer a larger share of that expanding pie back to the farmer is another model that you can actually use to eliminate the same conflict. It is not only in agriculture, and there are more such examples as to how it is done, but equally practiced in another value chain like paper and paperboard, where trees that are grown in the vicinity of the paperboard and paper factories, so that again your transactions costs get lower, you produce the fiber of required quality, and equally importantly, while growing a tree, you sequester a lot of carbon in a manner that it also becomes environmentally friendly kind of an activity, and therefore another value chain got integrated like that. Hotels, for example, is another business that ITC is in. In a hotel, typically you do consume fair amount of energy, you consume fair amount of water, and business models have been designed in such a manner. At this point of time, for example, more than a third of all of ITC's energy consumption comes out of renewable sources, and project investments are underway to take it beyond 50% in the next 2 years' time. And within hotels, just as a business, it's even more given the level of consumption. In the case of water, obviously, water harvesting, because India does get plenty of rain, it's just that water is not harvested and it's lost into the seas because all the rain happens in short bursts of period. And therefore, how do you create water harvesting structures in a manner that farmers can hold that water and then use it for various purposes? In the process, you create your soil systems, your moisture conservation, all of that in a manner that is both income enhancing as well as better quality production, and by virtue of productivity that is rising, the cost of sourcing for ITC become lower. So creating a whole host of business models. Another product that some of you will be consuming, for example, are agarbattis. Mangaldeep as a brand. The poor women who roll these agarbattis get connected to markets through a branded network and the whole supply chain of ITC. So across multiple sectors, it is possible, and as demonstrated and significantly scaled businesses, that you can eliminate that conflict that is normally assumed between profit and what is good for society or environment, and create such business models that can actually deliver value for both. At the end of several such efforts in the recent past, the outcomes from an ITC perspective, if you were to look at, and therefore to society and environment at large, today ITC is water positive, as in we help harvest more than twice as much of rainwater as we consume in various businesses that we conduct. As a scarce resource, that is one area that one could do. We're also carbon positive. Like I mentioned, the example of trees and other such measures. We sequester nearly twice as much of carbon as our emissions as part of our various industrial activities. Solid waste is another important environmental factor. Solid waste recycling is an important area that is done, not only in terms of reducing solid waste release from what we do and reuse, as well as bring back from a number of consumers and reuse as raw material in some of our businesses in a manner that solid waste recycling again is a positive kind of a phenomenon. And through e-Chowpal and other similar kind of measures, support the livelihoods of over 5 million families at this point of time. All of this is actually not at the cost of profits. Actually, all of this has helped raise profits even faster. If you look at over the last 15 years, the total shareholder value that is delivered by ITC has grown at a compounded rate every year of 25.6%, which is more than what many other companies have delivered. So it is not as if earning more profit necessarily have to mean something negative for society or for environment. It is possible for industry and business to conceive business models in such a manner and deliver. As a commercial enterprise, one can deliver shareholder value as one of the core purposes, indifferent to society, many times at the cost of society, as some people do. But if you can actually do it through serving society, I don't think anything can be more exciting than that. I think that's a mission that is certainly possible. As I mentioned, it's still small numbers who are adopting this perspective, but growing number, happily so. But it is possible for governments to pitch in and help such adoption even faster than what is happening today. The number of measures that the governments around the world can take, starting with a very simple measure like mandating triple bottom line reporting. There is a mandate. All of you know that the accounts are published every quarter and every year by all companies. But reporting all the external costs that companies are causing to environment and society are not reported as a mandate. There are common guidelines like Global Reporting Initiative guidelines through which some companies do publish those reports, and that peer pressure can trigger a lot more companies participating in creating superior social and environmental performance. That is something that one could do. The government could also look at defining metrics which are outcome based. I mean, today the entire CSR dialogue that is happening is that so much percentage of your profit you must spend on these kind of initiatives. That is an outlay front. What happens at the end of that kind of a spend is more important than how much money is spent. So outcome metrics that are more critical at various points of time, and today we believe things like water, carbon, solid waste, and some of these kind of things being net positive is quite important as an outcome. So such metrics need to be mandated again to measure. Like we have seen in carbon trading around the world, which has to some degree helped as part of the the global Kyoto Protocol. Very similar manner, it is possible to create tradable instruments for these kind of metrics as well, so that market actually gets deepened a lot more and value gets created out of these things, and people can see what are the commercial gains out of doing such things. And if somebody is doing more, people can buy off those credits from someone else, much like the way carbon is done today. So which is how the way the capital markets can get pushed into recognizing what is good for society and environment. And such measures can really be taken to trigger more widespread adoption. That's when we can see a significant difference. It's not one anecdotal reference of a few companies doing here or some activities for some times. But when there is a complete engagement on part of several companies that one could look at this, then I think we don't need to be shameful in what we see around us, that we are getting an advantage compared to several other people, and this is not right. I think that guilt and that shame is not something that we need to have in a day when we can actually action a number of such things done by the industry and then triggered and supported by the other organs of society. So that's the message that I would like to leave behind. And before I close, I'll just show a small video clip of a farmer in a village, is one of those 5 million farmers that I talked about, as to what transformed in his case as a more visible example.
Kishore Singh is a farmer who saw the future and made it happen. Supported by ITC, he led the farmers of his village to build this stop dam. The reservoir that forms after every monsoon retains water till March, making it possible to grow 2 crops in a year.
ITC का हमारा संपर्क डैम के बारे में हुआ। उसमें हमें बताया गया कि आप जो है 30% राशि उगाइए, किसानों से इकट्ठी कीजिए, 70% हम देंगे। इसके माध्यम से हमारा डैम बनाया गया। हमारा गांव का जल स्तर जो है ऊपर आया। ऊपर आने की वजह से हमारे कुएँ, कुंडी, ट्यूबवेलों में पानी फैला। बाकी नदी से पानी निकालकर 587 एकड़ लगभग रकबे में इसकी सिंचाई की गई। हाँ भाई संचालक जी, जैसे आप हमें
Kishore belongs to the E-Chopal group in his village, a community of farmers who are determined to make farming productive and profitable. ITC's internet portal for farmers, E-Chopal, brings them real-time information on weather, prices, crops and best practices. By adopting improved seeds, fertilizers, pesticides and farming methods, they have been able to continuously raise their productivity.
जब हर समय पे हमारी खेती में अच्छे काम हुए, समय पे बीज मिला, समय पे दवाई डली, समय पे खादों की उत्पत्ति हुई, बोने का तरीका बताया गया कि कितने फासले से कितनी फसल बोना चाहिए, 1 एकड़ में पर एकड़ कितना बीज डालना चाहिए, तो उससे हमारा जो है खर्च घटा, आमदनी बढ़ी।
When Kishore, with son Jitendra, takes his produce to sell at Chopal Sagar, ITC's rural hypermarket, he enters the future he is helping to create. His consignment of wheat is first sampled and tested for moisture to determine quality. From there, Kishore moves to the weighbridge. His consignment is weighed electronically for absolute accuracy. It is totally different from the mandi, where he was shortchanged on weight and had to wait 10 days for payment. Delivery made, Kishore goes to the cash counter and collects his payment.
32,033।
तो सुबह 10 बजे निकलते हैं और शाम को 5 बजे के पहले पहले घर नगद पेमेंट लेके वापस आ जाते हैं। दूसरी बात, इलेक्ट्रिक कांटे से तोल होने से हमारे गले में जैसे 10 कुंटल लेके गए तो हमें 10 किलो, लगभग 10 किलो की बढ़त वैसे मिल जाती है। तो इसलिए हमें आईटीसी से हमारे भाव का निर्णय यही संचालक जी से पता कर लेते हैं कि भाई आज भाव क्या रहेगा। जब हमें पता चलता है कि ये भाव और हमें पूर्ता है कि अपनी फसल का सही मूल्य मिल रहा तो हम अपनी ट्रॉली भर के आईटीसी जाते हैं।
The new house Kishore has built in front of his old one symbolizes his journey to prosperity. His eldest son Mahendra, a commerce graduate, has qualified as a vet and practices in the village. Younger son Jitendra works with Kishore on the farm. With his farm income growing, Kishore invested in crossbred livestock. He has 6 cows and 4 buffaloes and sells about 36 liters of milk every day. A steady non-farm income that further boosts his earnings.
जब हमारे खेती में से आमदनी बढ़ी तो हमने पशु खरीदे और पशु खरीद कर उससे हमारा दूध का जो धंधा है वो हमने किसानों के हित में चालू करा। उससे हमारी जो है आमदनी बढ़ी और आमदनी बढ़ने से हमारे घर खर्च में उसका उपयोग हुआ। हमारी फसलों को रोककर सही दाम लेने के लिए हम स्थिर हुए।
अगर कुछ कीट या रोगाणु बच
ITC interacts continuously with the farmers through training classes in the village and at Chopal
अगर
Sagar.
हम उसमें खर्चा देखें 18 महीने तक का, हमने अभी तक उसमें कितना खर्चा कर लिया होगा?
Kishore has steadily invested in mechanization to improve efficiency. He has his own tractor, a seed drill, and a threshing machine. He also produces and uses organic farm inputs like NADEP and vermicompost.
और उसी खाद को जहाँ पे यूरिया या डीएपी का इस्तेमाल करते थे या सुपर फास्फेट फेंकते थे उस जगह में उसी वर्म कंपोस्टिंग का खाद जो इकट्ठा करके बना के रख लेते हैं और उसी का इस्तेमाल करते हैं। उससे हमारी फसल जो है बहुत सुरक्षित रहती है और फसल में हमें बढ़वार अधिक मिलती है।
तो मेरा
For
कहने का
Kishore,
मतलब ये है कि
farming
इसके
is a
आगे
continuous
कोई
learning
नहीं
process.
होना। अगर 1 एकड़ में
While Kishore attends a training class at the Chopal Sagar, Jitendra takes a soil sample for testing at the lab. Chopal Sagar's shopping center is an environment for productive farmers. When Kishore and his family come shopping, they get everything they need under one roof. It is an affirmation of his hard-earned prosperity and of the promise of the India he is building with ITC.
Now, and other comments? Sorry? So at varying degrees, when you're talking about 4 million farmers, I mean, obviously there are hundreds of thousands which are like Kishore, but there are still millions who are significantly behind. That's a kind of a number. Because it is integrated business, it is every time a Kishore Singh earns more, ITC also earns more. It's not that ITC has to spend for Kishore Singh to earn more. That's the beauty of the model.
Good evening, sir. This is Sudhanya from PGP2 TAPME. Sir, my question is, as ITC is investing so much into green business, water positive or carbon positive, the same investment, how it is balanced by the profitability? I mean, for ITC, it is such a big company, it is possible. But if other companies which are on smaller scale are trying to implement the same things, how does the profitability get affected? Thank you.
Yeah. I think for each size of the company, there are obviously appropriate innovative models that one has to look at. It's not so much to do with ITC's capacity to invest that some of these models got built, but it is because of the innovation with it, the conflict has been eliminated between green and how the bottom line gets added. If you say I want to convert into a renewable energy something, it is because the amount of money that is getting spent on a diesel generated power or amount of money that is going to grid power, there is savings that is accruing from there. And therefore, every time that you make an investment, doesn't matter if it is large or small. Even if you have looked at the Kishore Singh, at his size of activity, agriculture as a business or livestock as a business, you have seen the way he shifted from the